The reason they're called Longspurs is because of this long claw on the hind toe. It looks like a spur. And the 4 species in North America all have this. Have to be quick about this. So we take a little tiny blood sample from the wing vein. It's the same sort of vein you would have a blood sample taken from at a clinic. Just gently puncture the vein, collect blood into one of these capillary tubes, which stops it from clotting. Put a little cotton wool swab over the elbow there to staunch the flow, and that is it. These longspurs spend the winter in the plains, which can be a severe winter, but nothing like here. Often when they arrive in late May and early June, temperatures are below freezing and it is snowing. If this happened in the wintertime, they would show a classical stress response with adrenal gland secretions being elevated. But when they arrive here, they somehow are able to resist at least the acute effects of general stress, such as low temperature. We also see this reflected in our capturing and handling them. When we put bands on their legs and take other measurements, left leg, we find that they are resistant to being handled in terms of the stress response. 7, 9, 4, 5. We put a colour band combination on the other leg, which is unique to this bird. Fish and Wildlife Service band on one leg, colour band on the other leg. Only this bird has this colour band, so when we see him in the field, we'll know who he is. And we think this is an adaptation for the birds to arrive in early spring in the Arctic when conditions are very, very severe. This allows them to get on with the actual early stages of nesting, that is, form a pair bond, actually begin nest building, so that the young will then hatch at a time when there is plenty of food to feed them. Unless they're able to do that, the young would hatch too late in the season to survive. And one of the things we're very interested in is how they appear to be able to turn off this stress response. The interesting thing is that the hormonal responses to general stress are the same throughout the vertebrates. So the same hormones are involved in fish, in frogs, in reptiles, birds and mammals, including ourselves. And as far as we know, these birds are one of the few vertebrates known so far that can, in some cases, turn off their stress response completely. So that's one of the major interests.